Noon the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith. Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night. 'Cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
Hey, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and it's Fun Friday.
Yeah, and I forgot my red. Ooh, I got it on my hat, though.
Everybody else, well, you and Julie imagine, looks like over there in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us
She missed
busy.
that red. Greg's dressed in red.
Well, I mean, he has all week to think about it. He doesn't do much more.
I'm not sure how to take this because we hadn't got a call from Todd yet. We're waiting on this. Todd's supposed to be our person who approves anything out of Clark County.
That's right.
Where's the sheriff?
Or Harold.
One of those two. But we have gotten breakfast delivered from Clark County.
And now we're not talking about.
Todd
just
is our sampler, isn't that right?
Yeah. Well,
So
Julia's filling in.
Julia's filling in.
It depends on how it is. But yeah, this isn't just a cheap drive-through. Biscuit thrown up here.
The Clark County Chamber of Commerce is in the house with Miss Rhonda Kelly Jones. Let's flip a camera over there. Good morning. How in the world are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good this morning.
Tell us about what you brought in here, because it's loads of food. Is that butter beans I see over there?
No,
That's gumbo.
this is
It
gumbo
looked like-
over here.
Like butter beans from here.
No, there's no butter
It threw
beans in
you
my
off 'cause it
gumbo.
wasn't a foldy over thing.
That's exactly right there. Well, what do y'all have going on this weekend in Clark County?
On Friday before the Super Bowl, we always have what we call our Super Bowl Friday. And we do all kinds of soups. We do sandwiches and desserts and tea, all for $8 a lunch.
Oh.
So we want y'all to come down. And what I've done is my offering for today was my gumbo.
Well, thank you.
And I have brought y'all all a bowl of gumbo for your lunch today. But y'all can still come on down to Quitman and see what we got going on. It's going to be today from 11 to 1, the First Methodist Church on Franklin Avenue in front of the Upper Elementary. And like I say, you get your bowl of soup, you get sandwich and dessert and drink for $8. Where are you going to find lunch for $8?
You can.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. What time does it all get underway?
11 o'clock from 11 to 1.
11 to 1.
11 to
Quitman,
1.
Mississippi, gumbo, $8. Take advantage of it.
Go fill it up for a Good Friday.
Well, and Todd and Anthony and Barry and the only person I hadn't fed is that stupid donkey. But
Poor Harold.
Went and insulted Harold.
Poor Harold. Yeah.
they've all had my gumbo and it hadn't killed them. So.
Oh, well, Harold's smarter than Barry.
we all know that.
Barry, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Well, look, we certainly appreciate you bringing in breakfast and lunch for us. That is so sweet of you. We appreciate that.
You're
so much.
welcome.
Yes.
You were so pitiful last week
It
when
was.
you said nobody ever brings me breakfast.
We did. It was 11 o'clock before we finally
Yeah.
found a place to eat.
Yeah. When it rained, we couldn't do an umbrella because we might get blown away.
That's right. Ms. Rhonda Kelly, thank you so much. Clark County
welcome.
Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming. That was sweet of her to do
Golly,
that for
that
us.
was awesome.
So we'll partake of that here in a little while. Don't forget, if you're going to be in Clark County, check all that out. It begins this afternoon, or morning, rather than 11 o'clock.
Morning, 11 o'clock, all the way to 1 o'clock. So all the way through breakfast, plenty of time to go by. $8, you still can't beat $8. Yeah, you can get the whole time limit. You can go back for another $8.
You look tired, Julia. You don't even have a microphone. You have to have a microphone talk. They won't hear you there.
Are you sure about that? I'm sorry.
It's sunshiny. Crawfish are out. You can't hurt my feelings today.
Crawfish are out.
Today really is going to be a beautiful day. We've had some great weather this week, and it ends next week. Greg, you might want to come on over a little bit further. We hadn't readjusted those cameras yet, and we will. We'll get that taken
He's
care
got
of.
a big old head.
There you are.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. There she goes again. It's because she's got the allergies or something.
I only do it here. I think it's him.
It's that
honestly.
cologne you put on.
That
That's
cheap
right.
cologne.
That's right.
That you got at the gas station
Jovan.
next to the beef jerky.
What happened to that guy that
Josephus.
used to whistle and throw the Old Spice up in the air and somebody get, what become of that guy?
That and Brute by Fabergé.
All gone with the wind.
Jovan
What
Musk.
do you wear?
High karate aftershave.
Dial soap.
Duluth. It's I don't know. It's Duluth something flannel or something. I don't know.
I don't wear cologne.
You put
your
on
natural
this is not
scent.
cologne. It's
You put on something that smells like a flannel?
no. One of them was Merchant Marine or whatever, but it's like
lumberjack.
It's almost exactly.
That's just mud.
Essence of sawdust.
But
It's from Duluth. It's got to be good.
do y'all do the polo type thing? Do y'all wear that cologne?
No, we drank
don't wear
enough of
polo.
that and wore enough of it in the 70s and 80s. I can still smell polo.
That was the big thing, that polo thing. But I don't wear all of that.
Yeah.
It just
Tell
Spice?
the truth. Did you ever spray your car seats with polo so when
absolutely.
For the ladies?
Oh yeah, man. That way when you got in, sit down.
They start
honey.
Put it on
sneezing.
cotton balls and then stick it in the vents of
Oh
your vehicle.
yeah.
Oh, look at
Polo
you.
was the way to go now.
Okay.
That stuff was high back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying there, down memory lane there. But it all started with Old Spice. That's how it all began. And they were always fishermen, weren't they, in those commercials?
Yeah, Old Spy. What was that? High karate.
Aftershave.
Yeah.
Slaps on his high karate aftershave.
He's already
Turns
singing.
into Bubba Hyde. Y'all love that song as much as I did.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, did y'all know that we lost the owners of the Bear, the owner of the Chicago Bears? She was 102.
Okay.
It was left to her, and she'll pass it on to one of her kids there, but worth a ton of money. I didn't know the Chicago Bears was worth that much.
Yeah.
A lot of money there.
Worth a chunk.
Bless her heart there. That's one of the big national stories we're looking at. Super Bowl this weekend. The first one that the president, any sitting president, has ever attended, y'all.
Could you
Really?
imagine? And I'm not trying to start an argument.
Okay.
Could you imagine being in New Orleans this weekend?
No.
I won't even go this weekend.
On any given day, New Orleans is like a fire ant bed you kick the top off of. But can you imagine Mardi Gras, the Super Bowl, and then you throw in the president coming to town?
Wherever you go, and you better be walking.
I don't want to get south of Hattiesburg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Of course, I'm not a fan. and
Which
we've
they
been there, done
postponed
that,
some Mardi
but-
Gras activities and parades, and they did some of them earlier to, because this would be
If you're
normally a big
criminal,
weekend where
probably it-
where parades
Well,
would be.
They
long.
had to cancel those parades because Trump done said ain't gonna be no more free stuff.
Golly, I wouldn't be. I can't keep up with reading all of it. He might have said that.
Another thing, the mayor of Philadelphia, she said, "Look, y'all, enjoy." You said, "Don't you be climbing no poles out here in this town. We're going to arrest you." She's already spoken.
Huh?
Hey, you know how people when they go to
Philadelphia
celebrate
Eagles are in the Super Bowl. It's a
And then-
football team from Philadelphia.
I'm sorry. Honestly, I had no clue who's in the Super. I don't watch pro football.
I'm with you on
I didn't
that.
have a clue. I didn't know what you.
Well, when
talking
you're in
about.
this type of industry talking to the public, you
Well, he said Philadelphia. I was thinking Mississippi. What did we do?
I
now?
really did too. I did. I thought you were, but he didn't say
It's the
Philadelphia.
cologne, it dumbs you
He
down.
didn't say Philadelphia.
Well,
Isn't that how do you say it?
I have no idea who
No,
Philadelphia is playing. In
I know,
the
but
Super
every
Bowl.
time you say Philadelphia,
yeah, it's usually Mississippi.
you
The
say
Chiefs.
the word funny. What do you
Isn't
say?
that
Philadelphia.
Isn't that offensive?
You have
We got
another.
to the Indians.
4 conversations going on here.
Do you know when he says Philadelphia, he says it weird. He asked,
Philadelphia.
but you said
He
Philadelphia.
does do that Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I do- oh, yeah,
Okay,
Philadelphia.
thank you.
No, I
My
didn't know that's what
goodness.
I just
Pay
say
attention.
Shelby County. But, you know,
Golly.
We've all been to Philadelphia.
I'm shocked people watch this show.
No, it's
shocked.
both of them. Both of them.
Now, those folks up north call it Philadelphia, period, up there.
I didn't
We're
know there
special.
was but one, and that's in Neshoba County.
There you go.
I didn't even know they had a ball team that played pro.
All right, so no climbing poles
That's
in
what she
Philadelphia,
said.
Pennsylvania, but Philadelphia, Mississippi, maybe.
Do all you want.
All right, as
Do
long as
all
we got
you
the
want
news
there.
out there.
Why would you
won't be
climb
there.
a pole? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
They,
Why would you
they
climb a
flip
pole?
cars
Because they
over
think
when
they're
their
going to
team
win the
wins.
Super Bowl, and everybody's boarding up
take
their
to the
windows. They
streets.
take to the streets. They have a big party, and apparently that.
Oh, ain't nothing like tearing up your own stuff. Show you. How stupid can you get?
They do it. And
Well, it doesn't cost him nothing.
Boarding up your windows and don't climb on telephone poles.
Charlie said we need to quit picking on Kipper County twang.
I mean, they really
funny.
climb up telephone light poles.
Yes, they do. And then they jump down after that and flip the cars.
Yeah.
And somebody brings a lighter to the party. Next thing you know, there's a street fire. And they do that to celebrate a win. I don't get it.
Yeah, a couple of cop cars would be on fire upside down. all
Seriously?
this stuff, but they don't pay taxes, so it doesn't come out of their pocket.
I mean, honestly, y'all like this yanking
Period.
my
Oh, yeah.
chain. They set their
They really
cars
do.
on fire.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not theirs; it's other people's in their
Oh,
city.
okay, yeah,
but-
that makes.
And you know what they'll tell you? Well, they got insurance. That's what they will tell you after they do it. And you go, do what? It's as bad as that senator a while ago that I mentioned. Did y'all hear that when you walked in?
we don't really listen.
She went and got sterilized because she didn't want to have a baby during Trump's administration. From Michigan.
Thank you.
people
I
like-
think she made a great
There's
decision.
another surewire way to fix that, but I'm glad she went her route.
People like
Works for
that
me.
really shouldn't procreate anyway. but
You're
that's just my
absolutely
opinion.
right on
I think
that.
it just all worked
Maybe
itself
she
out
ought to
there.
climb a pole and jump. But, you know.
Have y'all
This is when he has to delete the Facebook later. When you
have y'all heard about this? Ron DeSantis, his wife, who looks a whole lot better than he does, may run for governor of Florida.
I've not heard that.
That is a rumor that is floating around Florida right now.
I don't know her or anything about her.
She's considering it.
What does her appearance have to do with her ability to be the
I'm
governor
just
of
saying she
Florida?
looks better than he
Well,
does.
nobody want no ugly governors.
You didn't
Well.
see Janet Reno running for office, did you?
Don't be picking on Pocahontas so early. Here, let's have a beer together.
Oh man, that was.
Do y'all remember that?
I do.
That was really the worst thing I think I've ever watched. Do you want one, honey? We'll be right back as we get this Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday. We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there it is. We're back. We're back.
We're back.
I want to bring this up because Julia knows a little bit about it.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
As we're getting ready for the big parade to come to downtown Meridian, this is a part of that. Everybody,
Yeah, Crew to Barkus.
tell us about it.
Okay, so we've done the Crew to Barkus in the past. It's gonna be a little bit different this year, but the costume contest, you bring your dog, and it's at 10:30, and then they do a parade kind of downtown. They walk them through, and that'll be right before the main Mardi Gras event starts at noon on City Hall lawn. But that's February the 22nd. But there's a lot going on downtown that day. Just plan to be in Meridian, plan to be downtown. There's going to be the downtown history walk at the same time, or that. Oh gosh. I know. I don't know what time. I think it starts at 10.
That's about right.
Yeah, I think it starts at 10.
Won the Crew of Barkus twice.
Well, I mean, not my
Not your
sister.
sister.
But the dog.
Yeah, but a lot of people really look forward to and have done it for years. My neighbor's dog won one year.
What was it dressed as?
You just dress them up in like Mardi Gras stuff, and like they wear all kinds of stuff. Some of them like paint their dogs, and they do all
I have
that.
to ask,
Charlene
'cause
does that
I
stuff.
was called in an interview with this one time, and I was scared to ask what it was, and I just continued the interview just because I was scared. What is this? What is that little person?
It's a puppet. I don't know what his name is.
But you remember y'all were in the street one year and I interviewed y'all.
Yeah, but that was a different. He has a lot of different ones. You interviewed a different guy. You
It was the
interviewed
one that was cooking,
Chef
wasn't it?
Pancakes.
Yeah, Chef. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
they look real similar, y'all.
Yeah.
Same shape.
So yeah, you can go to the Arts and Community Event Society Facebook page and check out that interview as well.
Okay, we'll do that. But that's a really big deal coming here.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've had a lot of parade sign up. So if your group wants to be in the
You gonna
parade,
take both seats?
I need to teach him how to climb a pole, apparently.
yeah, get those Cephas all fixed up for the crew of Barkus.
Yeah. He's a Barkus.
Have y'all? And again, I don't know a lot about pro football, and this guy was the. I just want your opinion.
Okay.
Let me figure out who he was. He
He's
used
the
to
coach of the Patriots.
the Patriots. You know what I'm
He's
talking
gone
about?
to the college side.
And he's in his 70s, I think.
Yeah, early 70s.
I mean, I want y'all's honest opinion if you think this is true love. This comes from Daily Mail.
For him, it is. For her,
I'm
she
sure they
loves
love
that. She loves that billfold.
They've been dating
Not
for
my place to judge.
they've been dating for over a year. She's 23 and he's in his 70s. Surely.
What you got, Greg?
He ain't got one of these.
Not that much money. Like whatever makes him happy or her happy or whatever. But
They look happy.
well, yeah, she's tickled to death.
Snoop
all
Dogg
over the
went ahead
He
and
looks
slammed them both as he done the introduction there. He said, his monologue says, I remember back when the Cowboys were good. I remember back when the Chiefs was bad. And I remember when Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't even born yet.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
He just went ahead and put it out there.
I knew Miss Annie would.
She's
She
20?
watches. The Downtown History Walk starts at noon.
noon?
Yeah, but that's on February 22nd. I said 10. That was incorrect. All right, thank you.
23.
She's rich, too.
24, she's gained a year since they first started dating.
Or she will be.
They look happy.
They do.
Well,
and I'm
he's
all
tickled to
for it.
death.
The sheriff says that's arm candy. Or
Arm candy.
a trophy girl.
That's what the definition of trophy wife. 23.
Yeah.
Nothing like winning the lottery and getting you a new girlfriend, is it? Do y'all remember this week when I showed up? I think it was 36th Avenue, and we had somebody running from the law.
From Texas, wasn't he?
Yeah, Texas is where he was originally wanted. He was in a Charger that he had borrowed, and was zooming past streets. We got camera footage of all that, and we got where it ended. And I'm telling you, everybody on scene says is the fastest thing I've ever seen.
Really?
They said when the car went in park, we never even saw him get out. We thought he was in the car when the police surrounded it. But nope, he had run on foot. There he goes, boogie there, boogie there. Here's what he looks like as we get pictures of this as police are looking for this fella around town. His name is Tyreek Gordon. He has on the run from Dallas-Fort Worth area with multiple felony warrants. He also has warrants out in Louisiana and also a few here in the Meridian area. So if you happen to see him,
Good Lord,
last
he's been
seen
busy.
running south on 36th Avenue.
You don't want to get caught helping this guy.
I'm really. I usually like when they give us two pictures, but he looks exactly the same in both of them.
Well, I had some pictures that he looked nothing like. There was years.
Yeah, normally you get that when it's like an alternate look.
It's hard to get a picture. He runs.
He's quick.
And let me say this: the town is full of bounty hunters. I have spoke to bounty hunters. Left
What's the reward?
I don't know how much it is,
Okay.
but they're
looking for him?
It's like Dog.
Yeah.
Dog is in town looking for him. And,
Okay.
It's not Dog. But
From
a group-
Texas?
Yes, from
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
And they said They're all over. They're everywhere. So.
They're saying now that Julia is Greg's trophy.
She is a trophy. Take that as you may. She is definitely a trophy.
You know what? I ran into your mother-in-law yesterday.
You did.
Sweetest thing. She's always
I have
nice.
a great mother-in-law.
Did she ride
She is
with
sweet.
you again?
She promised to. She wants to go on the new ride. She's ready to go.
Yeah, she probably would like that better.
Yeah, she was
My mother-in-law is a very orderly person, and Scotty Ray's vehicle, previous vehicle, is not.
The last I saw, there were fingernail holes in the seat where she was sitting over there. It was kind of like this. When we're gonna stop?
That's funny. She's sweet.
She is.
Where'd you see her at?
Let's see. I was.
You don't know where he was.
I was backed into a corner somewhere, and I looked up, and there she was. I said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So-
you don't want to tell.
She didn't want me to tell,
Okay.
so I said, "It's
All
our
right.
secret."
Dang.
Yeah,
Liquor store?
Yeah. The two of y'all meet somewhere
JJ's?
secret.
We have someone missing from our community in Louisiana. This guy is from Union, Mississippi. He's been working in Louisiana. He goes and works 20 days on, gets to come back home for a little over a week, and then go back. He went to work and has been missing since February the 4th. As we pull this up, this is Corey Dean, lives again in Union. He has been in Louisiana. He's 6'1", 250 pounds. And let me show you his picture here. This is the information from the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office there. Reached a serious point for the Sheriff's Department to get involved in this. So we certainly hope he hadn't been seen since 9:30, February the 4th. Listing, that's Plain Dealing, Louisiana is where he was working. We do hope that he is found safely. Family members are worried to death with this as this is out this morning.
Yeah, definitely get him back home.
And again, we don't know all the circumstances. That's what we've got now. Let's see here. We do have a boil water notice in effect. Let's pull this up for everybody to see here. North Lauderdale Water Association put this out. If you live in any of this area from Lockhart northeasterly up toward Lauderdale, you're under a boil water notice there.
Look at that map. Isn't that nice whenever there's going to be like construction or outage?
Yes, there are others that don't do that.
Yeah. The description is tough when you're like, putting this road and this road, eastbound, blah. You're like, what? Just put it on a
where
map.
is it?
Yeah, put it on a map.
I'm with you on that.
Yes.
Boy, we'll be right back as we get this morning underway. Scotty Ray, Odie, we've got the entire gang here. It's Fun Friday.
Is it fun?
Look, and a gift has been given. We'll tell you all about that coming up next. When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp to trail riding or just working around on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty. We had gunfire last night.
Right by Texas. Is that
demographics? Speaking of demographics, let me show you here a map of where we had gunfire last night. This is Highway 39. This area right along in here, in between Highway 39 and 45, there were reports of gunfire through here last night. No injuries, no damage, but still gunfire nonetheless was echoing through the neighborhoods. I got several calls about that last night. Y'all okay with it?
Yeah, we're great.
No, we're just tickled
Greg,
to death.
what you got in your hand?
Oh, it's a new comb that Julia was kind enough to get me. I think you got one too, didn't you? You got the brush.
Look what she done to me. Y'all look at this.
They can't see.
You got to put it sideways so they can see.
It says it right there, doesn't it?
No, but put it sideways.
Side looks like.
Oh, well, yeah.
There ain't there bristles on it.
That's it.
You know, Greg, this might be a good back scratcher now that I look at this.
Well, I just.
Where did you come across this?
I just, you know people? I'm a fonder of things. I don't know. I'm always getting ready in the morning. I didn't want y'all to feel left out.
That's one of those methods.
I told Odie, I said I got them something. I didn't get you something. And he was like, well, I could see he looked a little sad. Like, dang, that's a little rude. And now it's the nicest thing I've ever said to you.
It's the nicest thing you've ever done. Yeah.
It's one of those meth head combs that has no teeth.
Them toothbrushes. Oh, let's see what else we got going on this
singular toothbrush.
Just scrub the one.
I don't know what the deal was yesterday, but we had one fire after another. Let's start with the first fire that we responded to. That was you can't get there from right here. You have to be from downtown Meridian to get there timely.
There's no easy way to get there.
This is in Alabama.
What?
The truck fire that we had yesterday. We went live on the street as long as we had signal. And let me show you this.
You're talking about the one that came out as a gas truck and ended up being a truck full of pine straw?
Yeah, look at this. We're walking up to it here.
Basically the same thing.
And, that was scary thinking that it would be a gas truck.
No, when it came out as gas truck, I kind of put it in reverse. I said, well, I ain't going that way. I learned that watching Sesame Street. Danger, away from.
Let's show pictures of what this looked like on scene once we got there. This was Highway 1180, just past the Simmons Wright store. Let's make this bigger here. Y'all look at this.
Ooh.
Let me back up here where you can see what firefighters are about. It's gone.
It's hard to put that stuff out.
That pine straw. What's a load of that worth? Is pine straw valuable?
Pine straw is very expensive. A lot of people, I don't think in South Mississippi they're doing it a lot because they usually bale the longleaf pine, and they're planting pine tree to be spacing them out to bale it. But people like to put it around their plants and stuff in their yard for instead of mulch, which I'm sorry, being an old urban wildland woods fire person, I'm scared to death of pine straw pile right up next to your house.
Look at that.
If somebody thumps a cigarette out and
woof, you've got a problem.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was really impressed. You were talking about longleaf pine baled up. I forgot about your history in the woods.
This man knows things.
When you get to a subject he knows about, just buckle up.
What are you saying?
Well,
it's few and far between.
You found the one.
Cookies, Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
And trees.
And trees.
But it wasn't over yet. As a matter of fact, the Meridian Fire Department had to come out yesterday afternoon, Highway 45. This would be just across the jurisdictional imaginary line. But when something happens, the Meridian Fire Department always jumps in and helps out. And they sent out 2 trucks because the fire was so big. As we go here, this is what it looked like when I arrived. Huh?
What was that?
Marion.
On 45.
Okay. Highway 45.
Aren't you first responder?
This is what it looked like when we got on scene. And I'll drag this around and then I'll show still pictures. Look at this. This was a 3-car accident that caused that. Now, when I got there, I didn't realize that other cars were involved in it. And let me spin. We'll show that. That's a huge flame. This is a Toyota car.
That's going to be a total.
Wasn't there another one?
Paint job, buffing out.
Wasn't there another one in Clark County last night, right in the middle of the interstate?
Yeah, I'm going to show you pictures of that one, too. Let me show you these.
We talk about this.
Did Michael Ted go to that one, too, because he was bored?
Now, I want you to look at this as we pan here. Right here, this car was involved. And this truck was also involved, and then the car that caught on fire. The hood, I believe, I forget who bumped who, but the hood of the other car was smashed in, and she went to get out, and it caught on fire, and everybody came out and helped her get her stuff out of her car before it went up in flames. So very, very fortunate that turned out the way. Nobody was seriously hurt. Another fortunate thing here. Let's show some pictures here, what this looked like in the end.
Shazam.
I mean, nothing. You see the dented up hood, what I'm talking about. State troopers all on it. Boy, we had them. We had the entire Lee family out. They were everywhere. But that gives you just a glimpse of what was going on there yesterday afternoon as we looked at that fire. And the Highway 45 was shut down 30, 40 minutes. Simmons came in and removed that.
Yeah.
So it done away with that for a little while. And then, Greg, you mentioned this. Let's get on into this one there because it was pretty stout also.
That is that even looks scary.
Yeah, it does.
And here's another view of this. This is around mile marker 134.
Is that inside the city limits?
No, that's between
Enterprise.
Around North Enterprise, between north and south, I think.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get suspicious of all these fires in Meridian. I think Michael Ted just likes to see Scotty Ray. And so, y'all, I mean, I need to know where he was when some of these started.
Those cadavers in to get Scotty Ray over there.
Well, and I'll give them this. I've seen some things before. I've got to put my news story together. I hadn't had time to do it yet, but I did some video filming there to where they brought in actual bodies. This wasn't the dummies that people actually, you go over and compress. This was actual humans that are no longer with us because it's real life experience.
They gave their bodies to science.
And don't ever do that. I'm just telling you, don't ever donate nothing. Never.
I don't need it.
Look,
if you'd been with me, you'd think differently.
You can train on a mannequin all day, every day, but it's completely different. And when you've got a real a cadaver, a human body right there, and you're doing it, it's a whole different ballgame.
What they decide.
I didn't know they did that.
I commend people that can do that and are willing to do that. I commend people that can watch someone do. But no, I like, you gonna go over here? I ain't gonna look. No. And I do commend people that leave their body to science. That's the way people learn.
It is.
My hat's off to you.
But it ain't for me.
But I don't want to see it. I'm sorry. Don't want to learn.
And I know that in the background of your head, we're going, the whole body was there. Well, that's not the case.
Oh, gosh.
They would remove parts of it and send it to other parts of the state. Here, you practice on this part, and we'll
they're being
practice on this
efficient.
part. Yeah, but
instead of using like 7, you just
Okay. And man alive, but it does teach people. And this agency that does this is out of Mississippi, and they go all over the United States,
all over the world,
training people out of Mississippi how to do this.
Oh wow!
The Meridian Fire Department was the very first
local
in Mississippi, in the state, to bring this to a department.
Yeah.
But
pretty good.
Huh.
I wouldn't want to be the driver of that. That just isn't what I want to do. Greg, you used to drive wreckers, and yeah,
no,
yeah,
it is not for me.
Yeah,
Somebody
I'm picking on Meridian Fire. They're doing a great job.
These fires, and we do use foam, and they do not have PFCs. That's completely changed.
They don't have what?
Just say okay.
Bad stuff for your environment. Okay. Now everything's good. Your AFFF, that was not good for the environment. But this is Fire Aid. And then we've got Queen Sweep, I believe, which is made right here in Meridian, Mississippi, which is a foam that is made down at the old Young Manufacturing at 26th Avenue and
by the tunnel.
Beside the tunnel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So pretty cool.
Boy. Wow.
Fun fact Friday.
Yeah, I didn't know all that.
See, people do learn something.
PFCs.
Yeah, this is an educational program.
You're coming here for education, people. Bless your heart.
Oh, bless you.
Let's see. We had this was reported last night after we got on scene. It wasn't what it was said to be. We thought somebody was hurt in an accident, and we hauled britches down there, and we arrived. This was 8th Street, 29th Avenue. It ended up being more minor after we got on scene as you look at this.
But you were already there, so got to take the video.
Absolutely. We invest time, we're coming.
Somebody got to tell what happened.
That's right. And that's what we do.
How many officers were there?
50.
I've got to say, I see Meridian Police Department everywhere.
And
I mean, I don't know what's happened in the last few weeks.
In the last couple, 3 this morning. 3 different traffic stops on my way up here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I can explain it.
I don't know where they came from, or where they've been.
Well, somebody was promoted, and let's just be honest about this. In the past, it's been kind of on pilot, and they promoted Darrell Thompson. He is now acting captain, and he's grabbed the bulls by the horn. As we saw that there was an arrest last week, he has taken over all of the people that drive around and write tickets. He's over that division, the patrol division, redone it, getting them better cars, taking care of it, listening to I had a guy stop me a few weeks ago, and he goes, "Man, it's night and dark." Daylight and dark, yeah.
Yeah, night and dark. He's doing the best.
We'll go back to that educational segment.
I don't know the what, the why, the where,
it's really working.
but I know that I see Meridian Police Department vehicles everywhere right now, and it is welcome.
There were 3 traffic stops
Unless you give me a
on
ticket.
the way up here this morning in 3 different areas,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Good.
Police presence is needed.
Presence is a deterrence. I don't care. We can argue it all day long.
That's
I
correct.
want to see you.
It's those that you don't see that's on those little Harleys that run around. They're everywhere too.
Yeah.
Watch for those.
Yeah.
Little motorcycle group there that run around.
I don't know, people get irritated about tickets, but I mean, it really does provide interaction when they're stopping people and they catch people doing other stuff.
See, here's an example of them right there. You'll see the motor unit is what they call that.
Yeah.
We had a little fender bender. That's going to be right down from Mr. Rogers, if I remember right.
Look, here's a PSA for that. That's 23rd Avenue leaving 14th going towards 8th Street. If you're at a stop sign and you're wanting to cross it, don't just look the way the traffic's coming. That road's traveled both ways all day long.
There's a lot of roads in downtown.
That's a one-way street that nobody seems to know, and they go the wrong way every day. And
how many
Harvest Grill? You can sit at Harvest Grill and see them take that turn on 8th Street all day long.
Tags. How do you not
How many
know?
times have we been sitting at Joey's eating and somebody go through the drive-through window and Scotty Ray go, "Hey, watch it." They'll turn and go up the hill.
So let me ask, and honestly, I ask this with sincerity. Is the town big enough for one-way streets, or could we go back to two-way streets like we used to have? Where you could get to New South Ford or someplace or down to Western Sizzlin.
There is a lot of debate about which way is the right way, and if you change them, then there's going to be people that say that you're doing. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think two-way. Yeah. That is probably the confusing. Is we've done the thing where we've tried to make everybody a little bit happy and just screwed it all up, and that they all go. Some of them are one ways and the others are not, and so it is
revitalized. It was done because there was a lot of traffic in town, because there was a lot of businesses, a lot of people parking and walking.
But I think it's growing into that downtown again. I mean, it's busy.
It's growing back into that.
When I go downtown, I mean, you're walking 2 or 3 blocks now, which is crazy.
Larry's used to be set up, and there'd be 12 roadblocks in between there and I-59, Larry's Restaurant and Honky Tonk Bar and Grill. Y'all remember that?
By the Ramada Inn.
Yeah. And I said that as a joke because they always said there was no way to ever have a nightclub in Meridian years ago during the 80s because there were so many roadblocks. It would put somebody out of business.
I spent a week there one night.
Had the same band for 28 years.
Jess and Company.
Mississippi.
I don't know if you're kidding. Did you really spend was that like a thing that you could stay for the week?
Yeah.
No.
They had a motel room.
He partied so hard that one day it felt like a week.
Okay. I just didn't know if there was the church lock-in, if they did that at his old bar.
Oh, it wasn't a lock-in.
Mississippi State was coming through looking for a place to put their campus. And Meridian was high on the list, and they started looking around, and they said, "We're going to pull out of Meridian. We're not going to build anything here."
Why
when they asked why, they said, "Because you've got so many bars. There's a bar on every corner."
Well, they got rid of that,
and we don't want that for
a college town.
back then.
Now go, yeah.
And
Miss didn't get that memo.
But Mississippi State's changed their mind because they're definitely present in Meridian now and growing.
Yes, they're all on it. We'll be right back.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, the gang. We do appreciate y'all joining us. Warming up to 79 later today. It's going to be perfect this weekend with rain moving in next week. So be prepared for that. If you got something you need to do outside, get it done this weekend because it's going to be a 2 or 3 day rain event next week.
It's going to be wet.
It will be there. Now, is y'all ready to do a little history this morning? Y'all prepared for this?
Absolutely.
I'm dying for it. This is my favorite part.
This was.
I believe there was a little sarcasm in there.
I might go to Georgia.
Did y'all see the movie Step Brothers?
Yes.
Okay. The
Will
mom.
Ferrell. Yes.
You remember her? Well, she's got a. I always thought she was such a beautiful woman. She's been in other things, but here she is.
No, she is pretty.
Mary Steenburgen.
Huh?
Yeah. I don't know who named her that, Greg.
Her daddy.
But you remember Step Brothers? Did you ever see it, Greg?
No.
Oh, he was.
It's actually funny. That's a good one.
I got that
think Will
channel.
Ferrell's funny.
It was funny. Well worth watching.
Elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him.
This next guy, the best I remember, he was a teen.
Man.
He was some form of a teen idol at some point, and what was 16 Candles? Maybe one of those movies, something like that.
It was Ridgemont High.
Fast Times
Spicoli.
Spicoli. He was in there in that movie.
Oh, I don't remember him being in
James
it.
Spader, boy, I like it.
Yes, and he's got a birthday today, James Spader.
Oh,
of course,
yeah,
The Blacklist.
Yeah.
Good movie.
And I didn't know that he was in Boston Legal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in
Blacklist is good.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Or
Man,
was or whatever.
He's just got that voice for that of calmness, coolness, and Danby. Isn't that his name?
Yeah. No, I thought Danby
bodyguard.
was. Yeah,
His bodyguard.
that was his bodyguard. Didn't he die? I think he died.
Did I miss the last episode?
Sorry, spoiler. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, didn't Danby die?
All right, so he left him. They got in an argument,
yeah.
and Danby left. And
He comes
told him
back,
done.
though.
He cashed in his little deal and left him.
Okay.
Oklahoma is where we go next. He'd spent 24 hours in Nashville and realized that he wasn't going to make it. And he tucked his tail and went back home. When he came back, he would be a winner.
Garth Brooks.
Friends in low places. 62. Some say that he's really not Republican.
He can sing.
Yeah, he can.
I saw him not long ago in New Orleans, and he's put on those LBs a little bit, you know.
What has happened with the lawsuit? Anything new on that?
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. I haven't heard a word about it, but he came out pretty quickly and said, I didn't do this, and I'm fighting it. But then it's pretty much been radio silent. I haven't heard anything on it since then.
I forgot all about it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So,
I didn't get into this era of America. A lot of you did. It was 1964. They landed today in New York City. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Greg. Whatever that noise was, I second that.
No, thank you.
Beatles weren't my thing. This guy's funny. He's been in a lot of movies. What was that? They were giving him a hard time.
How much for a little bit in hand?
Anybody remember this guy?
Chris Rock.
yeah.
He's funny.
He is funny.
He did that political movie. Don't run. I'm not running. I'm against everybody on the ticket, and he ended up winning like president.
We don't know where Odie watches
None
these
of
movies?
the
No, he just picks out the
Odie gets
most
channels
obscure.
that
Other people don't get.
None of the above. He kept saying, vote this year for none of the above.
Okay. His name on the ballot was.
Yeah. And
Somebody
his
should have done that in
girlfriend kept
Meridian.
coming up and he kept saying, "Security."
I missed that one there.
Oh, that's
What is
funny.
the name of the guy that was with The Rock? You know who I'm talking about, The Rock?
Yeah.
The movie
Dwayne Johnson?
The plot of the movie was he hadn't seen him since high school, and he shows up at his workplace, and he's an FBI agent.
No.
Oh, that's that wrestler, ain't it? That
The
does
Rock.
that-
But I'm,
Dwayne
saying,
yeah.
I'm talking about the comedian, the little shorter guy. That he's been in a lot of movies, and I can't think of what his name is, and he is hilarious.
He does that credit card commercial now.
Yeah.
And then he does that betting football.
I don't understand why y'all ask me these questions. Oh, I love Kevin Hart.
Kevin
yeah,
Hart
he's funny.
is funny.
He is.
He's probably right now, in my opinion, one of the best comedians that are out there. Anybody remember? Rub it in, rub it in. Yeah. Maybe you didn't like that as well as we did.
Billy Crash Craddock.
You remember that, Julia?
I'm gonna get you one of them shirts, Greg.
I got one of them. Look,
You already got the chain.
I call them Bullwinkle shirts.
Yeah.
We hadn't heard from that guy in forever. It would be 1974, and there would be banning of this if it were to happen today because, well, they absolutely picked on everybody. It was nobody that Mel Brooks didn't pull it all out and go after him. But let me tell you, funniest show we've ever seen. Mel
Blazing
Brooks.
Saddles.
Look, you talk about the hospitals would be full. Half of these people, if they watched that today, their sensitivity level would blow up. They would be in a whole nother area. Half of them would be in a safe
Higgins
room.
was in it. The cast was just, and then at the end, they get in the Cadillac and drive off from
from the scene,
Yeah.
from the lot. Yeah,
It was fun and absolutely, and it did make it into American Film's top 100 funniest movies of ever. And I gotta agree, that was pretty good. I don't care for this guy. I don't know why he ain't done anything to me.
You should just let me fill in the blank because I feel like there's a lot of people that
That
qualify.
list could go on.
What did he done to you?
That horrible performance in 2.5 Men, just horrible. It was horrible. He was not a Charlie.
Okay.
Charlie was,
Didn't he play on the ranch? Or was
What's
that
that?
other one?
no, I didn't ever watch.
He was on that 70s show.
Yeah, 70s show.
What was the ranch?
Was Sam Elliott Netflix?
I ain't seen that one.
And had the curly-headed, red-haired guy
I know the
off
show
of
you're
that
talking about.
70s show?
He used to do Punk'd,
I'm lost.
which was really funny. It was a show
With
about
Johnny Knox.
No, it was.
yeah.
Ashton Kutcher did it, but they would set up other celebrities and play pretty serious pranks on them. Pretty elaborate pranks, and they'd have cameras set up so you'd get to watch the reaction. It was good.
Hidden camera.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, Greg, where would you say the best looking women are found?
Right beside him.
Well, Hank Williams Jr. said Texas.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with that.
Is that where all
I've
your
seen
exes-
beauty in faraway places, but not like a night down in Brownsville. I'm a Texas plowboy, not a urban cowboy. I don't ride bulls, but I have fought some men. I drive a pickup truck, trusting
God and luck.
I like that cover.
That was. I wonder what they look like today.
That's probably rough.
Stop.
Look better after I took 3 of them pictures.
That was, Hank Jr. was in some cases back then putting out 2 albums a year.
Oh yeah, and they were all going platinum.
Yeah, good stuff. If you hadn't got that one, I'll call it "Give a Darn" was also on that album. Can't Find Many Kissers. Because all I've heard is
What was the album that had the airplane on the
High Notes?
High Notes. That was a good
Man.
album.
Oh, I was thinking
Whiskey on
Beastie
Ice
Boys.
and Women on Fire. Good
High
feeling.
Notes was a good one.
It had Dixie on My Mind on that. It was just full of
like that one.
hits.
Yeah.
You don't
The Beastie Boys had an airplane
I'm
on
listening.
their
Y'all are the
album.
experts
you gotta
here.
Do
fight.
what?
The Beastie Boys, you got to fight for your right to party. They had an
Nobody listened
airplane
to
on
that.
their
We don't
cover.
listen to that. We don't even get that
You took
channel.
a far. We're Beastie Boys.
He said an airplane on the cover, and that's what came to my mind was the Beastie Boys.
He's going to be voted off the island if this keeps up.
Y'all don't even know what genre y'all are in.
Genre.
I don't know what the Beastie Boys ever done, but I can tell you, I never listened to it.
I can tell you that when I hear Beastie Boys, I think about Fat Albert. I'm sorry. No. I didn't get that station.
Me neither. I'm backing in that. But we all remember Celebration.
I don't know why you don't have the camera on you and you're doing that.
Cool Gang.
Y'all have some kind of cool to you.
This was played mostly, wasn't it, during New Year's Eve parties, right?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they played it everywhere.
I have heard it.
Yeah.
I was in kindergarten.
Okay. I just don't know much about that.
Yeah, but you were 12.
The only person in the room that's going to know this other than me will be Greg. There's just no way I see anybody knowing it but me.
No.
As we go back to the Midnight Hauler, I think that should be a hint as to who we're going toward.
Yes.
He's hauling a load, but this was a number one that You Left Love All Over Me was another one of his big hits there. You Left Love. Oh, come on now. You remember he grabbed that.
I can hear. I'm singing Midnight Holler in my head, but I don't know who it was.
With Keep Coming Back for More as we go back for Razzie Baby.
Yeah, I would have never got that one.
You remember Razzie, don't you?
On the Raz.
The Midnight Holler. You remember?
I remember that song particularly. That one I got. But
I'll play You Left Love All Over Me. It was a huge. Ladies loved it. I mean, you could go in Larry's and they were just fainting over there. Belly rubbing.
Okay.
We go back to 1983, the greatest love song artist there ever was in country music. During the 80s, we'll say that. He rattled Alabama and they didn't know what happened. Because you're just an angel in disguise. Shooting stars.
Earl Thomas. Oh, man. And that's somebody I forget about, and then I'll hear a song and I'll go, dang, I like that. Dang, I like that.
When those heavenly bodies come out at night to play.
Have so many.
He had the most number ones during the 1980s than any other artist. That's why I say he rattled Alabama.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And I always forget about him. Honestly, his name never comes up when we're talking about good music. You know what I mean?
Once in a blue moon, I'll do something right.
Yeah.
He would have just been in a movie
I think
with
the song
Daisy
that most
Y'all would bring him up.
Would know him from would be Holding Her and Loving You. It's the hardest thing I'll ever have to do.
Yeah.
Is holding her.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Boy, that's good stuff. Just thought you might want to look at the cover.
Thank you so much for this educational moment.
Con Conley and Earl Thomas Conley.
Yeah.
All at the same time. So you could get a little.
Con Conley, and then there was John Conley. There's three of them that had
rose-colored glasses.
Say it 3 times fast.
I can't name anything by Con Conley.
Not at the moment.
But
We're
John
gonna look that
Conley's
up.
rose-colored glasses. John Conley
Is this
awesome.
real?
Yes.
Is this really happening?
Caught in a loop somewhere.
Y'all hang on here. Hang on. I'm going to look up Con Conley. Because America needs to know.
Now Scotty Ray's typing.
Now, I like John Conley. I'm going to tell you something. Oh, he is good.
One key at a time.
We'll be back with y'all in 7 minutes.
And he ain't got his glasses.
He doesn't have his
on.
y'all. I wish y'all could see. He can't
at.
do it, but he's squinting and he's typing.
He had, the best I could tell, he had one song that we're remembering this from, Oh Girl.
And who is this that we're talking
Con
about?
Conley.
Con Conley. I thought y'all were kidding.
No.
I wouldn't lie.
I've seen your taxes.
That's not germane to the subject.
I'm going to have to really do some investigating because he released a lot of songs that really bombed. Oh Girl was his big, Oh Girl, I'd be in trouble if you left me now.
Okay.
No one's singing with me.
Oh, I remember that song, yeah.
That's it. Con Conley, and he kind of bombed.
You and that other guy bought that album.
Yeah.
But Busted, we all remember
people
that.
Who put number on the chart.
God bless.
Yeah. But we all do remember this because my baby is American made. From the silky long legs to her something.
Oak Ridge Boys.
Oak Ridge Boys had a number one today. It was 1983. Do y'all believe that?
I like
Was that William Lee Golden?
I want that jacket.
Yeah, old hippie.
You know, he busted out on his own one time.
And bombed.
He didn't. I liked him, but again, like me and Odie talking about, it was me and that other guy that bought his album.
Nobody else did.
I like William Lee Golden.
Scotty Ray lived vicariously through all these country songs because he never did anything that they talked about on these country songs.
I didn't drink, but I loved it. Country just, and we're so past our point of rescue.
Yeah.
You can really
Died on Music Row.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, did they paint over Taylor Swift on that big country
thing in Nashville? I hadn't heard. They had added her to the country legend.
I heard they painted her off. And
Y'all, he's about to lose it.
Your kid.
Oh, his blood pressure's going
country
up.
legend.
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
They're putting Beyonce up there next week.
Oh my God.
She won an award, you know.
But
How do you feel about Beyonce's country
I
music
feel like
award?
Jackie Gleason. Beep, 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 beep.
I've been wanting to ask you.
But you got to give John Rich. He got up and said what everybody else said. He said, it ain't country. And she don't deserve it. Is why she didn't win.
It's not country music anymore.
And he also went ahead and broke the ice to a lot of people that don't understand this. All these award shows, they group together and vote who they want to win. Mm-hmm. He said it's the industry and it means nothing. And he was right. CMA's the whole 9 yards.
I don't watch it.
I know I'm technology challenged, but I don't understand. Used to airplay, whatever, everybody always kissed up to the disc jockeys.
Correct.
And they made requests because the more airplay, that's how you decided. I mean, I don't even know how they decide anymore.
Downloads.
Money and
Don't go
download.
in the mall looking for the sound shop.
I would say it may
because
be.
it's not there
That's
anymore.
right.
If you want to buy music,
it's through your phone.
And you don't buy the whole album if you want. You just buy that one song.
You would think it'd be more accurate now because it is download, so it's more direct to the.
It is.
What the consumer is actually listening to. They're choosing what they want to.
Y'all want used to happen? They'd slip the old disc jockey $100 and hey, we're sending you to Disneyland this weekend. Play this more.
Is that how you went on vacation?
Yes, absolutely.
But I mean, back then, whatever you call, you make a request, and call a radio station now and see what happens.
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. And I tell you something else too, because I'm a little slow.
We need a call-in line.
About every day, they play the same song at the same time.
The rotation.
It's on a satellite deal. It's just a rotation.
It's better, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Can we start taking callers?
We could, yeah.
I think we should.
Nobody would call.
No, some people call.
This number's been
It would be like,
disconnected.
Do y'all remember Ted Knight?
Yeah, I couldn't stand.
You got nothing over here, so y'all flip back.
You remember what I'm talking about? He was on Mary Tyler Moore and he done a bunch of other shows. He had his own show one time.
Yeah, he drew comics with a puppet.
Too Close for Comfort.
Yes.
There he is. That's the end of it. It ended today.
He did what?
He drew comic.
Yeah, that's what his job was.
And he wore a puppet when he did it. And that was his daughter's, and that was the son-in-law's name. It was Monroe. I remember all that.
We've hit a subject he knows.
And it wasn't a horrible show.
It just wasn't that good.
Now, he was also like the president of Caddyshack Golf Course.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield give him fits, boy.
I'll buy this.
I'll have 6 of these and 12 of these and get him around to those.
And you're a melon.
Who would buy a hat like that?
We go back to 1989.
We're done with this game.
Oh, no, it was 89.
Long history lesson.
He was sitting by some firewood, and he sang about being deeper in the holler than anybody else. And he had a number
Randy
one with
Travis.
this. Yes, 8 by 10. Y'all remember that one?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Back in the day. Let's see some other things.
On the other hand, in 1982 is my Randy Travis song.
Digging Up Bones last night. I dug your picture. Send My Body Home on a Freight Train.
Nah.
What about, one of my favorites is some of the stuff that really weren't just big hits. You get into the Storms of Life, the song Storms of Life, an Old Mail Pouch, Tobacco Barn, Painted on
3
the
Wooden
Wall.
Crosses.
Mm-hmm. Randy just had an incredible voice. He was good at what he did. He just abused his body like so many do. And it's a shame that happened to him.
Something like that.
I mean, you're one to judge. I know what you're about to do with that sausage gravy that she brought you in a little bit.
We would lose a legend on this day some 24 years ago today.
Didn't she
24 years
have
ago.
her horse at the taxidermy too?
Yes, she did. It was sitting right next to Trigger. Buttermilk. She was
Dale
sitting.
Evans.
We lost her today. That would be, of course, She Rode with the Man. Clint Black's daddy. Roy Rogers.
About that.
She was really a lady.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her a lot there. Let's see what else we have. It was 2004. It went number one, and I made Angie a video of this, and she's lost it. I mean, I went to a lot of trouble, got video, pictures, and put it together, and gave it to her as an anniversary gift back. I'd say 2005. She don't even know where it is now. But I took the music to Alan Jackson's "Remember When," and I made video when we first got married, and all through it. And she can't even tell you where it is now.
I went
That's
all out sweet.
For that. You could download that again and give it back to her. Where's another present?
He ain't thinking.
Got to do that. Do you remember this? Anybody remember watched Emergency? Oh, come on now.
That's when they had the Dodge service truck.
Yeah. And they'd go to the hospital there, and the doctor.
Steel gurney
Rampart or whatever is what they called them on the radio. Yeah.
You remember the nurse Dixie?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Did you? Yeah, she was pretty. Wasn't she?
Now we okay.
Yeah. She in that day and time, she was like way up there.
Daisy Duke.
But what you didn't know on the TV,
crazy.
Did you know her husband was on the show?
No.
That's him. He was the doctor in there.
Okay.
No wonder he was always mad at those two boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get to ride with her.
And then our last moment in 2018, and I didn't realize this guy was a singer. I just thought he just played a bum in all the movies of a Hell's Angel kind of guy. But he would also be hanging out with Kenny Rogers with Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town.
Which was a very controversial song.
It sure was. The first edition, y'all remember that?
Yeah.
This guy was in the band with him. Y'all remember him? Mickey Jones. He passed away today at 18, and he was a founding member with all of that. Had 17 gold records, had no idea. And then he went on to be in Sling Blade, Tin Cup, the Beverly Hill. You remember he was on the plane, Beverly Hillbilly?
No.
Okay.
No.
Man, boy, y'all really know how to bust a moment, though.
I'm just not good. I don't want to play this.
All right. We'll be
I'm going to start
back.
taking my break.
She had cable TV growing up.
The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Hey there, how y'all doing over there?
We're here.
Just tickle pink.
Well, Eric Clark was texting me. I was seeing what was going on with him. I want to bring this up. This passed the Mississippi Senate late yesterday afternoon. Senator Jeff Tate had this put up. And also I got a message. He was one of the co-authors of it, Jeff was. And then I spoke with Billy Adam. And
I think it's double. It's coming from the House too, the DEI.
Correct. And they have designated the Attorney General.
The DEI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attorney General to enforce it with power to withhold funding from any institute that does not follow the guidelines of this, as they have put the DEI in Mississippi there.
Well, this is to remove DEI policies from state-funded universities and colleges, with the exception of physical disabilities and veterans.
Correct.
And I think DEI policies were set up to assist people that needed it, and I think that
it got out of hand.
Well, I think that I don't know. I just think that maybe we've gotten to a place now where everybody's kind of got the same opportunity, and except for physical disabilities and veterans. So that's why it's called the Refocus Act. Of like, okay, it's time to go back and everybody. Well, it's not equal opportunity. It is merit based. So those that merit it and have done the work should get in, and that's. So, anyways, it's passed the Senate. It'll go back, and same things coming out of the House side. So, I think
don't
it'll
see the House not passing this.
I think that's going to go with flying colors.
I would think, but we'll see.
We'll see as we.
There's a lot going on in Jackson.
Did you know that your face is on a web page?
On a web page?
Yeah. Did you know that?
I didn't. On what web page? I don't know. I feel like I'm walking into something.
This one's a free one.
You're at the top of the page. You know that?
Great. Why am I there?
Because you stood still and we took a picture of you.
But why's Greg making that face?
Because we had just saved you walking through that alley and all that rocks and garbage.
As we look at this we want you to be aware of who's running for politics in the city of Meridian. This is on the page. You can go through and read all of this. Should there be any adjustments before 5 o'clock, we will do that. We'll wait and see what becomes of all of this, of who's running, who's not.
When's the deadline?
Well, the deadline's already passed. You've got a little bit of time if you want to say, I changed my mind. Then you could possibly be removed from the ballot still, but
you can't get added to it.
You cannot get added to it. You can be taken away from it.
So
there's a lot going on. Look, these people are. Y'all give everybody a hard time, but these people went and signed up, and a lot of them are going to walk miles and miles and miles and miles, knocking on your doors, coming to talk to you. A lot of them are spending their own money, and it's not fun running for office. I've never done it, but
I've been there, done that, and it's a learning experience, and I tell you, it will put you on a whole different level of what you think. If you've never done it, this is something you can't think of. It's amazing. I'll be honest with you. It was fun.
Yeah.
But it was hard.
Yeah, and it's a humbling experience. So, talk to them, listen to them, find out, they're doing it. Take the time to figure out who you really want to vote for, and they'll put the information out there.
There's some that will never knock on your door.
And some won't knock on your door. And there are some people that if they don't ask me for my vote, then I'm not doing it. They can't physically speak to every single person. Yeah. So, but most of them, if you reach out to them and say, hey, I want you to come by and see me, they're going to come by and see you. They want to talk to you. Yeah.
Show up at that rally and listen to them.
The days of parking and walking and knocking on every door, I mean, come on now. This day and time,
a lot of people don't.
Most people don't go to folks' houses anymore. Let's just face it. Then with the ring, the bling, and the ding, and all these door cameras and all that, I mean, it's really not safe for you to go to everybody's house now.
Right.
I mean,
Big German Shepherds is what he's referring to.
Exactly right.
But anyways, be nice to them. I mean, even if you don't agree with them, they're working hard. It's not a fun experience always.
It's hard on the family.
It is.
Just the person that's running for the office.
And most of them have full-time jobs too, and but they care enough to do that. So good for them. Somebody made a comment about the alley. I think a news station did and I want to address that real quick. Downtown,
that's not the one you got stuck in.
No, not that one. A different alley.
Weidman's.
But beside Weidman's, there's an alley, and it is an eyesore. And downtown is growing, and there's businesses. Another restaurant set to open up around there too, and so they've done a really good job of putting together some federal funds, some state funds, some city funds, even some private entity funds to all come together to do a really cool project there. And somebody was talking about how much money it costs. They're doing some infrastructure things up underneath there that need to be done anyways. So yes, it's not, fixing up an alley. I don't know what the total cost is, but that's part of the why. But the people working on that have really worked to not just let it be the city of Meridian, and you've got legislators that have helped, and then there's some funding from federal that they've. So I think that's good whenever it's
when will the completion of this be? And tell me what we will see at the end of it. Is it like painting murals? Or?
Yeah, so it is going to be like an aesthetic walking. It's going to look nice. They're going to deal with it. Just stinks and it's nasty back there, and it's a very popular part of downtown, right next to the Max. We've got a lot of visitors that come by. So I think that you'll see stuff painted on the side. You'll see artwork, and the surfacing it's going to be a pedestrian walkway, and it's going to be a cool area. You can take pictures and hang out. I think they'll have some furniture out there where you can sit and eat and stuff like that if you want to. So Yeah. It's something that needs to be done, and we're going to do it well instead of just.
Will this, let me ask this, will this spread to other streets? Because I look at the downtown area as like a 4-block area to where, you know,
It's
you go
bigger
back.
than that.
Huh?
It's bigger than that.
Well, that square from where Wideman's is over to City Hall is about what I would call downtown.
It's growing.
And
but
then
yeah.
over to the end of where the Max is at that stop sign.
Yeah.
That is kind of what I would consider up to the bridge and not past the post
I
office.
think that you'll see. I think, you know, it feeds off each other, sort of like the murals. You know, one popped up and then another one, and it's slow and it's not going to be like immediate, like all the alleys are getting redone. But I do think it's something to be excited about.
Bring some positivity to the city.
Can we paint over those that are on the telephone boxes, because it really doesn't look good? It didn't.
Junior Auxiliary did that for the children, Scotty Ray.
It may be, but it just.
Well, that can be your.
I was sitting at a stop sign the other day and I thought, oh look, New York. That was
I understand.
my
just
thoughts.
because you don't like it, anyways.
Just saying. So that's coming up. Now we've got parades over the weekend. The next thing that's going to happen is going to be the 22nd.
Night to Shine is at Central United Methodist Church. Y'all pray for those people. They've done a lot of work.
When does that happen?
It's tonight. Yeah. And they've done there's a bunch of volunteers that have done a bunch of work, and so
this is
pray
not,
that goes
Tim
well.
Tebow's.
His foundation, and it's for people with special needs. It's a big night for them. But it takes a lot. It's a big event. It's worldwide, but that takes place tonight. So
Yesterday out at the Frank Cochran Center, they had a job fair, the governor's job fair. A lot of people, businesses were out.
What time did you get there, Scotty Ray?
Oh, about 12:45.
What time did it end?
I think they said somewhere around 1. That's what I heard. As we can see.
So if you don't see anybody there, it's because Scotty Ray was late. I'm gonna hold him accountable. Are you supposed to talk about this Super Butt?
Yes,
Sunday?
it is. Let's turn to Julia. Let's hit a camera over there.
Yeah, ta-da. Now, what play are you in?
I'm not in a play.
Have you ever been in a play?
I used to do theater when I was little.
What was it?
I don't know. I'm not.
Best
silent movies.
Well, hold that back up. We got to talk about Super Butt Sunday.
Super Butt. We're not talking about Greg either.
Why are you holding that next to me?
Because you're a super butt.
Call down there. You better do it today because they wanted you to call yesterday.
This is really clever. Whoever did this, going for the goal, one butt at a time.
Yeah. 45 bucks. I bought mine yesterday. I got to go pick it up.
Did you get a big butt or a little butt? One butt or two butts?
I just got one butt.
I was told to get one and forgot.
I hope she's turned it off by now.
She's watching.
Rump row. Hey, Clark County had a little fender bender on County Road. Let me see where this was.
You're supposed to talk.
Oh, I'm just listening.
County Road 350, County Road, and then Highway 514. Up in the bushes it went.
Say it. You hadn't said it yet today.
You can't
Now, do you,
there.
Greg, do you think that's a rub, or do you think somebody might have done that?
It'll buff out.
No, I'm talking about right there. You reckon that's a rub?
Yeah, I think they were taking a look at that and thought they wrecked.
Oh, that's as pretty as a pup under a pup would. What kind of is a polka dotted pup?
Speckled
pup. I've heard it so many times I ought to know it by now.
That's right.
We have to say congratulations to Northeast Tennis. They are getting their teams together. They're going to have their first game 4 p.m. in Philadelphia on February 11th. We wish them luck there.
You seem like a tennis player.
Yes.
I don't know a lot about tennis. There's a lot of people that enjoy that, though.
Well,
Pickleball?
now it's
That's
pickleball. Everybody's into
I'm going to get into
pickleball.
some pickleball. That's exercise.
You're going to play pickleball?
Well, yeah.
We're going to come watch. I think we should make it a field trip.
Last year, they had some games in Mississippi, and for whatever reason, I went out.
Games or games?
He said games.
Oh, okay.
I went out and I covered that, and I'd never heard of it until whenever, and I was thinking pickles, and I thought, why would anybody play pickles? And I had no idea. I went out to the Sam Davidson complex, and I had people look at me and said, "Where's the pickles?"
He showed up with his plastic jug. I'm here to play.
He was thinking it's going to be a whole different thing.
Bread and butter.
I thought it was an eating contest. But it has turned into quite the sport in the area. Pickleball.
I know a lot of people that play pickleball.
It's basically tennis with something else.
Yeah.
And
I think it's like
a mix
easier
between
tennis.
tennis and ping pong. And I'm not knocking it,
but it's not a spectator sport, in my opinion. That's like golf.
Have you
play
ever
all the
watched
golf you want to, but I don't want to watch you play.
That's right. It's kind of boring.
It's not like watching paint dry.
Yeah, and we've had to do that before.
Exactly.
Attala County, everybody know where that is? You go to Winston County, Louisville, and if you were to hang a left and go west, former superintendent in deep trouble up there. Y'all aware of all this? Accused of murdering his wife.
Oh, I was thinking you're talking about Shad, but that's even bigger problem.
Yeah.
Brian Weaver was indicted by the Attala County grand jury on a charge of first-degree murder.
Really?
Yeah. His wife's Tracy Weaver, who was shot and killed in their home back in August.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
Boy. I mean, that's serious crime.
Mm-hmm.
So he will face now, after facing the grand jury, will proceed to court.
Frisbee golf, y'all can play frisbee golf. I had to explain.
Somebody said, "Can y'all have a 2-hour show?" Absolutely not.
No.
Like, I only signed up for the 1 hour, and we're already 14 over, and I mean...
Are you telling me we need to hush?
No, I'm just going to put it on my timesheet.
That's that more PTO building up.
That's right. Works 1 hour a week and fusses about that.
We'll be right back.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. There's just always some fun up in here. Let me tell you about criminals, and this one goes, and it took some investigation to figure this out. A guy was stealing from Walmart, but he was paying for everything that he got. Do y'all know what he did? Inside his ring, and you wear rings, don't you? Don't you? Greg?
One, yeah.
Show your ring up.
One.
Yeah, got one right there. He was taking a barcode and putting on the back side of his ring, and when it was a big product,
he would scan the ring.
That's pretty smart.
And it was a
now.
can of soup that he was paying for. He paid, I think, 79 cents for a $300 grill.
Now, I long said, not all criminals are dumb.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty swift.
It is thousands upon thousands of dollars that he stole.
All right, I gotta ask this now, because y'all know I hate that self-checkout. I don't do it.
No.
I'll turn around and leave. But don't they check your ticket at the...
Yeah, but it's just somebody, they just random. I think they
sorry,
scan
if you
it.
got a 81-inch TV and you got a receipt for a can of chicken noodle soup, somebody should have caught on
Here's
to
my
this.
thing. I'm not 99% of the time. I'm not stopping. I'll go through. Here's my receipt. You should have checked me out if you don't like my ability. Y'all don't work here, and I'm not checking myself.
You knew this was going to go back to self-checkout, and they were just going to
Here's something
have a
different,
come
though.
apart.
At whatchamacallit, up on the hill at Sam's, you don't even have to be checked at the door. When you scan your products, you go through that little tunnel thing there, and it scans every product in your buggy and then cross-reference it with the receipt that you paid for.
Now they've got it.
That's pretty smart.
They can see what cash register got what
But
rung
with
up.
all
and they can
the
see
money that
was
they
soup.
spend and do this, here's a thought: just put a checker over there.
But there's some stores in other cities or bigger cities where, like Amazon, and you go in, it knows who you are, and whatever you walk out with, it charges to your card.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all automatically.
I don't do cards. How they gonna do that?
Well, you can't buy it. You can't shop there, Greg.
But the scan and go, that's a different little thing where you go and you scan your own product, you put it in your buggy, and you don't have to wait on nobody when you go out. That's moving. But I guarantee you this, as we move into this century and the way things are going, I think at-home delivery is going to be one of the biggest things to where people no longer want to drive to shop, to where if you've got a local business, you offer to where you deliver it to their home. that's
I'm
coming.
not going to tell you where it was, but you can probably guess. They had that pull up on the internet and fill your shopping cart up, and they'll have it ready when you show up. Well, I tried to buy some hamburger meat, and it tells me, well, we don't have it. We don't have it. So everything else I put in my buggy, and they said, okay, it's going to be ready at 1 o'clock. Well, at 12:30, I went to the store, walked in, went around, picked up my hamburger meat, took it up there, paid for it, and then went and got my free stuff. And they said, well, how was your experience? I said, well, it's better now that I had to go inside and get my own hamburger meat. The last time I used that service. If I order,
you know what would get him in a better mood is to go up to Lowe's and do that and buy it online, go up there and then nothing's in the buggy when they tell you it's ready.
No. My thing is I want to squeeze my own darn Charmin. I don't want nobody else.
Mr. Ribble gonna be
That's right. I don't want nobody loading my buggy. I want to look at my bananas and put them in the bag. Don't touch my stuff.
Somebody put it on the shelf.
And you get that hamburger meat. They go put that in the buggy. How you know it ain't been sitting up at the front of the store 4 hours waiting for 1 o'clock?
Before they put it in the rack.
I don't, but I feel better if I go back and pick it up out of the cooler.
This is change. We're not good at change. We're not good at that.
He's talking about this century. I'm still trying to get into the last one.
We got any birthdays this morning?
He still uses carbon paper. Yeah, his buddy David Sharp, I think John called that in. David Sharp's got a birthday. Bonnie White Early's got a birthday. Kelly Pollard, Justin Piggott, Denny Bryant, and Allison Wright has a birthday today.
I see there's a lot of people supporting Greg's habit over there. They want to squeeze the Charmin also.
I know. Y'all don't encourage him.
I'm just, I tell the truth. I'm sorry.
No.
That's right. Who nobody want no bruised strawberries? I want to pick my own strawberries.
I ain't ordering fruit.
But with that being said, if you do that usually you get that stuff that's about to run out of date.
Or a bent can. Don't nobody want a bent can of.
Where do the bent cans go? You ever thought about that?
Supposed to, they put them in a box and they either donate them or they sell them as a surplus item or whatever.
Now, Eddie Murphy years ago done a comedy skit to where, do y'all remember the Hell Express? Do y'all remember that? To where he done the comedy skit and he talked about somebody that attempted to shoot at the Pope and they went, oh, bypass everything. You just come on down on the elevator. This yesterday, have y'all seen the video that is out there of the priest that was attacked during the service?
Yeah.
I mean, he was minding his own business, and this guy just leaps out of the congregation and jumps on him and starts whooping him. Well, the preacher ended up being a little bit better fighter than you would think, and then 3 other priests that had never fought before jumped in to help him. But they arrested the guy.
I was a little disappointed in the response from the congregation.
Yeah, they didn't get there.
There was not. They weren't moving. No, a security guy from the back comes whoosh in the video. But I'm going, you look like an able-bodied man. Why are you not up there right now? Yeah, that's what I was like. Come on, waiting for them to get up. But they never moved.
Yeah, they just sat there and watched. But it was in Washington
State. That priest needs to go back and watch his congregation.
Yes, he does.
I need a new flock.
But they did not help him.
Yeah. I want to trade these.
The Lord had him. They probably just thought he was protected.
I have seen other churches to where they all jumped on him.
Oh, that's ours.
Yeah.
We ain't but 30 strong, but you ain't walking out.
But that was one of the big things that happened. That was Washington State where that happened at the Our Lady Lourdes in Spokane. That's where that went on.
Okay.
We don't have many of those around here. But glad he's okay there. That is it just disturbs me for things like that to happen. Anyway, that's a wrap of what we've seen and done this week. We're going to be out on the streets today, watching whatever happens, reporting. We'll be there for you. Odie, have you got a Bible verse for us to end the day?
Yes, the Lord's going to take us to Proverbs 18:21. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Be careful what you say. You can hurt someone's feelings, or you can bring them up and give them a reason to smile. Put Jesus in your life. Put Jesus in a friend's life and talk about him and keep the house of the Lord in your heart. Y'all have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. And we'll see y'all Monday morning.
What y'all got to say over there before we depart?
Nothing.
Have a holly jolly weekend.
I might be back next week.
Oh, yeah, next Friday will be Valentine's.
Oh, you didn't get me?
I was thinking bitterweed and wild onion. A bouquet.
I love it. I can't wait.
Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you back bright and early Monday morning at 6:30 at the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.